This week on General Hospital, the drama surrounding Brad Cooper, Perry Shen, and Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, takes a major turn as Brad confronts Portia and makes a life-altering decision that could see him leave Port Charles for good. His confrontational move has not only left Portia scrambling to cover her tracks but has also put his own future in jeopardy. Brad had been holding a powerful secret over Portia's head, something he believed would give him the upper hand: the knowledge that she had drugged Drew Cameron Matheson, with ketamine that he had stolen from the pharmacy. This dark secret gave Brad the leverage he needed, and he had hoped to use it as a way to get back at Portia. However, as quickly as he thought he had her cornered, Portia turned the tables. She denied the accusations, claiming that Brad had drugged Drew himself, not her. She pointed out that, as an ex-con, no one would believe him over her, a sentiment that Brad couldn't deny. But Portia underestimated Brad's cunning, and with a smirk, she quickly realized she'd underestimated her opponent. In a fit of rage, Brad stormed off, but not before witnessing an unsettling sight: Lucas Van Hansis, his former love, sharing an intimate moment with his new love interest, Marco Adrian Ancondo. The sight of the two of them so carefree and happy was a punch to the gut for Brad, reminding him that his chances with Lucas were long gone. This emotional blow triggered something in Brad, pushing him to the brink of making a drastic decision. Brad, unable to contain his anger, made his way to Drew's room at General Hospital, where Drew was recovering from the drugging. With no time to lose, Brad wasted no time and revealed to Drew that he knew exactly who was responsible for drugging him. But there was a catch: Brad wasn't just going to hand over this information for free. He demanded something in return, knowing full well that Drew's political career and his relationship with Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, were on the line. Drew, desperate to clear his name and protect those he loved, could do nothing but comply. It was clear that Brad wasn't interested in any half-hearted offer; he wanted a hefty payout. Drew, aware of the power Brad now held, would have little choice but to pay whatever price Brad set. Meanwhile, Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watrous, and Portia's plan to manipulate Willow's trust was falling apart. Despite Nina's best efforts to tarnish Drew's reputation and turn Willow against him, Drew remained steadfast in his belief that Willow was innocent. This gave Drew a significant edge: he could now position himself as the victim in this scandal, earning the sympathy of both Willow and the public. But even more importantly, Drew knew that securing Willow's trust was his top priority. His relationship with her was crucial, and he wouldn't allow anyone to come between them, not even Nina and Portia. By the middle of the week, things took another dramatic twist. On Tuesday, Drew received a crucial piece of information, and by Thursday, Brad made a life-changing decision. This decision would mark the end of his time in Port Charles. In a shocking turn of events, Brad made his decision, leaving the town behind. The exact details of this life-altering choice remain unclear, but it was evident that Brad's time in Port Charles was rapidly coming to an end. Portia's role in this drama didn't go unnoticed. As Brad secured his big payoff from Drew, the truth about Portia's involvement in the scheme began to come to light. The lab technician, fearing retribution for Portia's threats, finally confessed to what had really happened, exposing the doctor for her criminal behavior. Portia's once tight grip on her career and reputation was quickly slipping, and it seemed only a matter of time before her web of lies unraveled completely. Brad, for his part, wasn't simply leaving to avoid the fallout from exposing Portia. His decision to leave was also influenced by the growing realization that his relationships in Port Charles had irreparably changed. Seeing Lucas move on with Marco made it painfully clear to Brad that there was no going back. Lucas had made it clear that their relationship was over, and Brad could no longer stand to be in a town that constantly reminded him of his failed romance. The emotional turmoil of seeing his ex with someone new pushed Brad to the point of no return. This isn't the first time Brad has considered leaving Port Charles. Perry Shen, who portrays Brad, is a recurring actor on the show, often coming and going between storylines. Brad's past departures from the show, including his brief stint after being released from Pentonville prison, have shown that he doesn't stay in one place for long. His return to the scene has always been short-lived, often marked by moments of tension and conflict. Brad's involvement in schemes, like the one that saw him poison Peter August, Wes Ramsey, has never kept him in the spotlight for long, and it appears that his time in Port Charles is once again coming to an end. Brad's exit from the show is significant not just because of his personal struggles but also because it marks a turning point in the ongoing saga surrounding the people he's entangled with. With Portia's secrets exposed and Drew's reputation on the line, the stage is set for major shifts in the dynamics of Port Charles. As Brad prepares to leave, the town will have to deal with the aftermath of his choices, including the fallout from his explosive revelations and the emotional toll on those left behind. Brad's departure, though, may not be the end of his story. Perry Shen's return to the show has been sporadic, but the impact of his character's choices will be felt long after he leaves. The drama surrounding Brad's life has left a lasting impression on the residents of Port Charles, and his exit promises to be a catalyst for further conflicts, betrayals, and emotional reckonings. Only time will tell how Brad's decision will affect the future of those left in his wake, but one thing is for certain: Port Charles will never be the same without him.